Good afternoon, friends. Catherine here. So I wanted to show you my garden. So I did a short last November, and in the short I had shown an area that I wanted was over here, where I had planted carrots and beets. And I don't think I'm getting any, to be perfectly honest with you. But I do have this woolly mullein here. So this is pretty cool. This is going to grow flowers. Seed pod in the center there, 6 to 10 feet tall, from what I understand. And they're little yellow flowers. Woolly mullein can be used medicinally for a tea, a tincture, and you can make a salve out of it as well, oil. You can use the salve for rashes with the flowers. You can make a wash out of it and pour the wash on rashes. That'll bring healing. You can make tea out of it. It will help with respiratory issues. So if you've got bronchitis, if you have a sore throat, it calms the mucous membranes down so you don't have that constant phlegm, and brings healing. So anyhow, that's woolly mullein, mullein. It is a biannual plant, and basically what that means is that the first year it has leaves, the second year it gets the flowers. So it's really pretty. What a rosette. Isn't that gorgeous? This is just all the leaves, but you'll notice in here, I believe, is where the flowers are going to be. Stalk is going to be coming up. Whoops, sorry. And but isn't that pretty? That's just really pretty. So anyhow, that's a woolly rosette, and they feel kind of really soft. When you are harvesting them or foraging, you want to have a bag, and you can cut them, and then you want to get good leaves. So if there are any brown ones, don't use those. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the low ones here. And then they also can get drippy. So that's why I'm putting it in a bag. But then what you do with them is you will dry them out, and you dry them by air drying, and then you can do that with the flowers as well. You just don't want to cut all of them, of course. It's kind of like when you're doing maple syrup. Don't do the ring all the way around. You end up killing the tree. So but anyhow, so I'm gonna get these again. Penny, my kitty, is helping. She's a little older this time, 7 months ago. So the short that I was talking about is actually 7 months old. And I was doing that in November. It's called winter gardening, if you want to go take a look at it. But anyway, I did show we were putting hay down. I just want to know how it looks now. So these are strawberry plants, and this is going to be our little patch. And as you can see, I just planted them. Okay, come on, hon. And they're doing the running thing. So I hope you can see that, which is fine. Then I also have potatoes. Now this is the exciting thing. Sorry. This is the exciting thing. Notice all the potatoes here I did 5 rows of potatoes. I planted them in November and they've all popped up. They're absolutely beautiful. This is English thyme. It's all come to bloom. And this huge bush right here is oregano. Let me just bring you in a little closer. It's absolutely beautiful. Got a little bit of parsley. Now the yellow means one of 2 things. Either it doesn't have enough water, it has too much water, or 3, it doesn't have enough nitrogen. So anytime your plants are yellow, and they should be green. Oh, and then we also have some sunflowers that are popping up. It's like there. So that's cool. And then I've got hot peppers, like that one. And I've got quite a few over there. So this I call my northern garden. It's on the northern side. And then here's the southern. It's been really fun this year. The last 2 years I really haven't done a whole lot with the garden. And I didn't have the right amount of nitrogen because what we did was we're doing a no-till, obviously. And I put wood chips down. And then when wood chips break down, they pull nitrogen from the soil to break down. So then I put plants in, and then they all turn either yellow, or like cabbages and broccoli, they turn purple if they don't have enough nitrogen. So this year's is a little on the purple side, but we are amending the soil and trying to fix it. Here's what we have over here. As you can see, this is our garlic patch. Yeah, it came up beautifully. And then here's cabbages just planted, and I've got broccoli, and you can see, I hope you can see the broccoli. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think you can see, yeah, see the purple? So that just says, I need nitrogen. So we have put nitrogen, we broadcast it. It just needs to rain. So, and then all of this is wild lettuce. I just need to weed it. If anytime you have wild lettuce, you know, the really tall dandelions, which by the way is medicinal as well, and you can YouTube it and make a pain reliever. That's bringing calcium to the surface. So if you have a lot of thistles in your garden or a lot of wild lettuce, they have a long tap root, and they also, a lot of dandelions rather, they have a long tap root. And then they also, they do the underground highway, so that's why you end up with a ton of them. And then you just are pulling them up, and then they're kind of like starfish. They grow another highway. So trying to conquer the thistles and the wild lettuce is a workout. So anyhow, let's see. Then here's the next thing I wanted to show you. I'm not going to go in, but this is our gate. And we have a ton of deer, and the deer won't get into our garden, but they do go elsewhere. So I do have some flowers basically saying here's another row. So here's our tomatoes on this side, and again, that's our northern garden. And here is our southern garden. And where I planted those carrots, as you can see, there aren't any carrots and beets. So we'll have to do that again. Now, here's the other exciting thing. Yeah, I think Penny wants to go in. Take a look. Notice there are no chickens here. Yeah, I forgot to close the door one day and critters got in and feasted. So anyway, we're going to take a break from chickens, but they left us an amazing run with built-in fencing. This is dill, so that's going to be wonderful for pickles and such. And then now we have tomatoes, and we have lots and lots of tomatoes. I mean, lots. And right now, because and then we've got some squash. I just left them. You'll notice this one has a ton, like here's a plant, and here's a plant, and there's another plant, and here's the mama plant, and we're just gonna, and notice, let me come back here. Notice right there was a leaf there. However, we have critters, and because it is not on the inside of the fence, it got ate up. So just an FYI, keep your food inside the fence. And then more of the tomatoes and whatnot. So, and then what I did do was I planted beans right along here. So all down here, I've got some pole beans, and they will just climb up as they grow. And then here we've got peas. So excited about that, and I think it'll be fun once they start coming up. When life gives you lemons and your chickens get eaten because you didn't close the door, then just make lemonade and enjoy a bigger garden in the run. Alrighty, the Lord bless you. Remember, Abba's heart is always for you in good times and in not so good times. God bless. Have an awesome day. Bye.